Are you ready for extreme high scores, huge jackpots, and your ball constantly draining down the side? Well, then Rollers of the Realm is the wrong game for you. But in a pinball world where the characters are more than people, they're balls, and they have a story to tell you, you just might want to take a look. Keep in mind this is not a review, but a video to showcase an odd side of the digital pinball world. First of all, is Rollers of the Realm even actually a pinball game? It does have flippers and pinballs, and these pinballs are pinballs that talk to you, but it also has a lot more than a traditional pinball table, but at the same time, it has a lot less. Let's just hear what the developers say about it. So I'll read off of their Steam page here, and here's how they describe it. Rollers of the Realm combines the fantastic physics of classic arcade pinball with the character-driven adventure of fantasy role-playing games. Bounce, spin, and battle through scenes of an epic storyline with a band of medieval misfits tasked with reclaiming the world from dark and ancient magic. Let's take a look at what makes Rollers of the Realm truly a unique game in the digital pinball world. Let's start by looking at the characters. So in a normal pinball game, you have a steel ball, and that's the ball you play with. You can get more with multi-ball, but they're all going to be steel balls. In Rollers of the Realm, each ball is represented by a character, as you can see on the right side of the screen there. Each of those balls will have different special abilities that you can buy using mana, and they'll have basically different size, different feel, and different agility, which is how well you can move them around the board, because in this game you can actually move your pinball with the arrow keys and not just hit it with the flipper, which you do have to do to get through some levels. All the characters also have cutscenes and stories to tell, so let's just take a quick glimpse at what that looks like.
These artifacts, how do they work?
Like any other tool of war, you wear and wield them.
I would take the shield. Perhaps someone else would take up the blade and helm.
They must all be carried by a single warrior. One who is worthy.
So go the legends.
No. Royal blood has led us astray for far too long.
Then we agree for once. We need a warrior of the people. Our little thief has led us this far.
The girl? No.
It must be.
Milady, would you carry such a burden?
If you would all stand with me.
In this game, there's also damage, so you can both damage the enemies and kill them, which is a lot of the levels. Basically what you have to do is kill enemies and escape. But the enemies can also damage you. Your flippers have a health bar, and as that health bar gets knocked down, chunks of your flippers go missing, making it harder to save your ball and a bigger gap for your ball to fall between, which can make it tricky because you have to juggle your characters by using attacking characters and healing characters. If certain characters die, you have to build up mana so that you can revive them, otherwise your flippers will get so small you'll die.
Give me strength.
Mana is used much like points in a traditional pinball game. You acquire them by hitting certain targets or bumpers or accomplishing certain things, but it's used a lot different in this game. You actually use up your mana to either do special abilities of your characters, which you might need to do to take care of situations like attack an entire horde of the undead, or it's used to revive characters, which makes it tricky, because sometimes you might want to use it to attack something, but you also have a specific character you need to beat the next enemy, and so you have to use all your mana to revive him or her. So it can get, it's a kind of a management system, which can be a lot of fun, because you gotta try and get the mana while using it appropriately. I did find the first 3 quarters of this game were a little too easy for me. I played it on hard, but once you got into basically the second act of the game, I'll call it, it got a lot harder, and that's when I found the game really shone and was a lot of fun. Fighting some big boss battles where you had to really use all of your characters and fight to survive. All in all, I had a lot of fun playing this game. It took me 13 hours to complete it from start to finish on hard. I'm going to make another video showing my entire last boss battle, because a lot of people seem to have trouble with that. I was able to beat it my first try, but not with some struggles, and I really had to scour to get myself back up there, reviving characters and really strategizing. So watch that video and you can just take a look at how I did it, and maybe that'll help you. I hope you enjoyed this video, and subscribe, watch the rest of them. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.